Hey guys, it's Cole here, welcome back. Today we're looking at, what are we looking at today? I don't know, what are we looking at? Today we're looking at my LEGO Liberty Walk Acura NSX, or as I like to call it, the Acura, which, sounds silly, but I'll explain that in a minute. Before we get started, I should mention that that last montage thingy you saw there was inspired by Watch This Media on YouTube, so if you guys have not seen their videos, you should. Seriously, go click the link in the description below, go watch some of those videos, and then come back. So before we get started, as always, the instructions for today's model are available at the link in the description below, Rebrickable.com. But, you say, what is Liberty Walk? This strange sounding thing. Basically, it is a Japanese company that makes crazy wide-body kits that don't necessarily add to your performance of your car, but do add to the looks quite a bit. Now, you might call them ugly, or you might call them very nice looking. I personally like them. And you've probably seen the Aventador Liberty Walk before, or maybe the Huracan, or something like that. The NSX is one that hardly ever gets Liberty Walk wide body because it's very rare. Yeah, like nobody buys them, like I explained in my previous video. So this model is based on my previous model of the standard Acura NSX, and it was my favorite model. So this is like basically my favorite one. Yeah, it's NSX is one of my favorites, and then the Liberty Walk brings it up to favorite status, if that's a thing now, I guess. So the reason I call it the Acura is because it's a hacked Acura, because basically Liberty Walk kit involves slicing the fenders and drilling lots of holes into the body to bolt on all the big fenders and stuff like that. So that's why I call it the hacked Acura, or the Acura, which could be taken as Honda Acura. Yeah, never mind. I don't know where this is going. So as you can see, for the wide body design, I'm using jumper plates to extend the fenders out by half a plate, I guess, on either side. And this technique is from a builder on Instagram known as House and Garden Official, and there's a link to his Instagram in the description below. He has a very nice models, which you should check out if you have not yet. And as you can see, I've placed various little bits and pieces around those fenders to make them look, uniform, even though they still look a little bit choppy, but I'm very happy with how it turned out. It also, you'll notice it is stanced. Presumably it's on air ride suspension, so we can raise it up a bit when we want to actually go somewhere and not drag the bumper along the ground. As you can see, it is, well, it's got a pretty full-on negative camber on both the front and the rear wheels, although in the front wheels it's less noticeable because it's so low. The side skirts are actually sitting on the ground, which means the front wheels aren't sitting on the ground, which means that, it works when you display it. But otherwise, it's not, you kind of have to fine-tune it when you build it. In case you're wondering how I make this camber, it's basically just you insert a clip into the back of the wheel. You connect it to a bar and it just swings upward. Now this does not allow it to roll. I'm not sure if there's a more complicated method of getting it to roll and have negative camber at the same time, but this is my method and I'm quite happy with it. We also have a big wing. I'm not sure why I felt the need to mention this, but the standard NSX has no wing whatsoever, and this is kind of a major upgrade, you might say, although I'm not sure how much downforce it produces on the real car. And then the final note, which maybe I should mention earlier, but this model is not very playable at all, especially compared to the standard NSX model that I built. Now the standard one rolls, and this one does not, so that's the big difference. The second thing is that the wide body fenders, just because, they're trying to hold everything together, it's not the strongest design ever, and the camber, like I said, it doesn't roll. So this version is really just better for display, because you can't even play with it at all. And while we're at it, I should mention that I have a Liberty Walk Aventador in the works. Here's a render of it, what it's going to look like. I'm pretty happy with how this is coming out. It's not perfect, but I do like the way it looks. I think it's coming out quite nicely. It still needs some mods to bits and pieces here and there, but it's coming along quite nicely, and I'm not sure, I don't have the parts at the moment to build it, so I might take apart some other models and do something like that. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Alrighty guys, I guess that's it for today. So hope you guys enjoyed the video and the montage thingy that I put together there at the beginning. Like I said, the instructions are available at the link in the description below, Rebrickable.com. You guys can also follow me on Instagram, so be sure to give this video a like to help the YouTube algorithm, although maybe I should have told you guys that at the beginning, because I'm not sure how many of you guys are still watching till the end, but if you are, thank you very much. You get a like, I guess. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.